What's up? It's your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, your friend, but I can't be your son, it's your kinfolk, Will Henry with God's Will Fitness. And I've been consistent with it a little bit. You know, I've been trying to stay on top of mine, stay on top of the grind, and continue working consistently. And that's the key to success. And if I want this platform, if I want this vlog to speak volume, speak a little bit louder, then it's a must I stay consistent. It's a must I continue this pattern, continue this routine. It's a must that I stay disciplined. And that's what I want to talk to y'all about today. That's really what was on my mind. That's really what I was kind of like brainstorming about. I was writing a blog and I was saying like, discipline is a muscle too. So you have to engage it, you know, you have to work it. You have to put it through resistance, right? The temptation is the resistance. The guilty pleasures of life, that's the resistance. The distraction, the partying, you know, the food, the alcohol. All these things are resistance, right? You resist. The discipline is resisting these things. It's making sure that you sacrifice, making sure that you have some type of discernment. That's the only way you're going to be able to engage that muscle. If we don't exercise discipline, if we don't exercise sacrifice, if we don't exercise our discernment, then how can we really build? How can we really grow our foundation into a structure? We got to follow the blueprint. You got to follow the groundwork. There's no secret. There's no hidden agenda. There's nothing out there that we can't find if we do the research. If we look for it, the truth is right around the bushes. The truth been looking at us, been watching us from afar, but it's up to us to discover it. Some people make it harder than it really is, right? Because they're going through all the hoops. They're going through all the loops. They're going through all these obstacles, all these trials and tribulations in order to find it. They gotta go through struggle, they gotta go through suffering, they gotta go through headache, heartbreaks to find out the real truth, right? But the truth always been looking at you. The truth has always been there for you to see for yourself. That's the resistance. We're resisting knowing the truth. Knowing what our issues are, knowing what our flaws are, knowing what our shortcomings are, right? Knowing what we have a hard time doing. If you committed, if you're able to self-evaluate, if you're able to look within, if you're able to make adjustments, then the truth won't be hard to find. These people trying to put up the blindfolds, right? They're trying to put up a wall, trying to put up a shield and guard themselves from the truth. But when you get grown up, there's no parental advisory, right? There's no more trying to keep you innocent. If you just embrace it, if you just let it in, then it can become one of your biggest weapons. But it needs to confront you. It needs to look you in the eye and know that you're worthy to possess it. And that's the thing about discipline. That's the thing about building that muscle. Like, what you thought was working is not gonna work, right? What you thought you was doing, you're not really being productive with it. Who you thought was to blame, no, it's all on you. The truth is gonna reveal itself. The truth is going to be real with you. Those are the things that we're gonna learn with exercise and discipline. So, I know I've said it to you multiple times. I know I said it so many times. But I feel like it don't sink in. I feel like people ain't really hearing it. I feel like people not really abiding by the truth. Not really abiding by the laws of discipline. They not willing to sacrifice they drinks. They not willing to sacrifice that party time. They not willing to sacrifice that food that granny cooked. They not willing to sacrifice that mental displeasure, that mental agony, right? Because it's gonna hurt on the inside and it might hurt on the outside, right? But this is spirit building, right? Your spirit is gonna be stronger. The mind gotta hurt, the body gotta hurt. But what's happening is you're building your core, right? You're building your nucleus. You're building the inside. You're building yourself from the inside out. The transformation has to take place from the inside out. And if you want to see that change, then you have to be the change. You have to go through it. You have to deal with it. You have to fight it. You have to face it head on. Collision, bang, chicken. Don't run. Just go straight through it. And you will find yourself on the other side. And I'll be there with you. God's will. Fitness. Ooh.